Nice. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bench with the Tovar Brothers. We are the Tovar Brothers. Joey here, joined by Angel. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. Yeah, it's a brand new day, brand new year. Very excited, man.
Yeah, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a good time last night. Bringing in the new year. Hope you were surrounded by loved ones. Hope you got to plant one on someone. And I saw someone at a New Year's party last night try to plant a kiss on a girl and get rejected. Bah! At a wedding.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
A wedding, like, what more do you want? That's called a lob, and the girl just, boom.
That's a bad omen for his 2024.
Yeah, it's not a great start.
Shout
out to that guy, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome everyone to the show. So glad you joined us on this Monday, January 1st, 2023, the first show of, 2024. Jeez, my bad.
2024.
Typo.
Yeah.
Haven't had to change that yet. This first show of 2024, and we're really excited. The NFL season is coming to an end, and the playoffs are shaping up, looking to be very fun. Very fun.
I don't remember it being this tight, this long. Pause. There's so many implications in this week's games.
Yeah.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
Here's my my conclusion going into the playoffs, right? To mentally set myself. The Ravens are the best team by far. Everyone else can be beat by anyone.
Yep. Yeah,
That's where I am.
It's Ravens and a bunch of, like, very good teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone else could break your heart.
Some teams have the capability to reach the Ravens, but as of right now, it's just
very few.
Ravens.
On today's episode, we're going to get to the news of the weekend. Why do I feel like it's not Monday? It is Monday. There's news of the weekend. Then we're going to get into some Second Banana Headlines, our Monday segment, where we look at some headlines that are not necessarily going to be reported across your favorite ESPN and Fox shows, but we think deserves some shine.
Oh, absolutely.
Then we're getting to Ball Don't Lie for Monday, some observations, some review, some heartbreak, some positivity, some negativity.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But all football talk from Week 17.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for joining us, and we're happy you are joining us today. If you're new to the show, welcome. Please like the show.
Hi.
Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be here all season long, all off season long, and should be a good time. Been talking football now for 72 episodes.
It's been pretty good.
You have a 72 on mine? In mine?
Garrett Bowles.
Yeah. Why do I feel like there's 72 in Eagles I'm just missing completely? I shouldn't.
Michael Bennett, Seahawk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a dirty player.
He was
man.
a douchebag. God. You know what's great?
He was good, though.
Him and his brother, they were loud when they were playing. I haven't heard a peep from them since they both, like retired, which is probably great for everybody.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh.
They tell some stories that are like, wow, you guys were just thugs. I would always want to see, I've always thought this, the Bennett twins against the Pounceys.
Like who could
Just
win?
who would win in a fight.
Oh, God, it'd be dirty.
It would go to the death.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. It'd go to death. There'd be some trash talking that you've never heard before in your life.
I got the Pounceys.
Because of weight. They're bigger.
Weight, and I think they're better athletes.
Yeah, and they're phenomenal athletes,
crazy
too.
athletes.
Yeah.
And they got that silent strength. You know what I'm saying? Like,
silent strength.
I feel like they were the guys that never said a word.
Oh.
But
yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
the Bennetts are the loud ones.
Constantly.
They're like the ones in front talking, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Don't know how we got there, but if you listen on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcast, thanks so much for joining the audio version of Bench with the Tovar Brothers. And then, of course, follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Search @Benched Show. So follow us on those platforms. It's spelled just like this. Just lost my use of my throat there. Pause. And yeah, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all those good things on all those platforms. That is the housekeeping for today. Let's get into some second bananas. Okay, I'm getting started. Ready?
Let's go.
I got 17 bananas to Mike Tomlin for the 17th straight season of finishing at least 500, the longest streak in the NFL. Got a quick question, though. Is that elite or simply the best at being mediocre?
You're very good at being average.
Yeah, what you got?
100,000 bananas to the fan who Panthers owner Dave Tepper threw a drink at, because that's the minimum amount of money I would be taking in a lawsuit. Go get that bag, dude. He threw a drink at you. Get the bag. Sue him.
I'm gonna kind of repeat that one, but differently.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a single banana to all Panther fans and David Tepper for the drink that was thrown, capping off just a terrible season.
Absolutely. 6 bananas to NFL ref Brad Allen, who's who's now refereed the Lions 6 times, and in those games, the Lions are 0-6. Shout out to you, man. Who needs enemies when you have friends like you?
Yeah. I got 26 bananas to the Giants fan who was wearing the Saquon jersey, who tried to take the ball from Kyron Williams' mom after he scored a touchdown. A bonus banana to Mrs. Williams, who doesn't play that.
Nah, she
took it right back.
No, give me that shit. Belongs to me.
Yeah.
One banana to Russell Wilson for putting up with Sean Payton, who absolutely hates him. Not only was he benched yesterday, making the highest-paid bench quarterback in the whole NFL, Sean Payton made him go out there and do the coin toss, and also made him carry now Broncos starting quarterback Jared Stidham's tablet when he was on the field.
Did he really? Yikes.
Sean Payton does not like Russell Wilson. He hates that guy.
I mean, what a weird situation. Like, is that the best? Are those the best? Is that the best statistical quarterback to ever be benched? He might be.
Might be.
I mean, his interception to touchdown ratio is like 27. Do you have any more?
Just 1,000 bananas to the Bears fans who chanted, "We want Fields."
I love it.
You guys are starting to believe year 3, so welcome.
Listen, man. Listen.
Some Bears fans, I remember that article about Badgett being the savior of the
Remember that?
of the Bears. Now they're shouting, "We want Fields," who looks phenomenal yesterday.
Yeah, Field looked really good. The Bears yesterday clinched the number 1 overall pick with the Panthers loss. They are now on the clock for the 2024 draft there in Green Bay. They will pick maybe the future of their franchise in Green Bay. Also,
it's looking like they've flipped the script over there. Now, like, oh, they're a pretty good team. That's not an easy win.
They're pretty good. Week 17 had just a bunch going on. Had some crazy finishes, some upsets for sure. And let's get into the news. Wrapping up week 17 here, looking ahead to week number 18. The NFL announced last night that Sunday Night Football will feature the Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, for the AFC East division title, and I cannot wait.
For the title.
We get a playoff game early here. We just get a little bonus playoff game.
Like, the schedule makers this year just cooked.
I mean, they just did that.
I know, but still, to have this game scheduled for this time.
Beautiful.
And to say, we're going to put it to Sunday Football, so the world's watching. And what a great game.
What a huge game for the Dolphins.
Yeah, and then there's a scenario, I'm blanking out now, that if the Bengals win and the Colts win and the Bills lose, the Bills don't even make the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's like 18 scenarios. That's the only one that stuck out to my head.
If what happened to me happened to you right now when you heard that, don't worry. On Friday's episode, we're going to go through all the playoff scenarios. We're going to do a little playoff primer and get you ready for the weekend so you understand kind of what you're looking at, what's going on.
But you understood that one, though.
All the many ramifications. Yeah. But, yeah, there's a bunch of those kind of scenarios happening.
Yep.
Because the teams in the wild card races are like – they're all tied right now across all of the league.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. Moving on here, Brock Purdy yesterday set the most passing yard record in a single season for the 49ers in team history, ahead of Joe Montana and Steve Young. What is Brock Purdy?
What is that stat?
What is this guy? The most single season passing
No,
yards?
I mean, like, that's crazy that Joe Montana never threw for that. And Steve Young?
Nope.
As much as we hear about them being the greatest of all time, they never threw for that many yards?
Nope.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know. I still don't know.
What is this guy?
There's two
because I'm not going to pretend like he didn't throw 4 interceptions last week.
Look, yeah, he's just like, there's so many ways to describe him that are like hard, like that are like dogging him. But like, the best way is like he's the guy in the group project who did like minimum, but got an A. But he does stuff, but not. I don't know. He's just hard. There's him and Jordan Love. I have no idea who they are.
That's another guy.
They have good stats. I have no idea if they're good or not.
The last 2 weeks is just the epitome of what Brock Purdy has been to everyone, why he's so confusing. He plays a good Ravens team, loses a guy or two, and just sucks. 4 interceptions, just terrible. He's kind of benched.
Yeah.
They say what they want, but Sam Darnold finished the game when Purdy was cleared to go back in.
Yeah.
Then he comes back this week against maybe the worst defense in the league and sets the single season passing record for the Niners. And we're supposed to
forget about that?
What happened to... What are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, good for him for having these stats, and I don't think he's an MVP race anymore. Lamar Jackson kind of ran away with that.
Has it.
But I mean, at least they have a quarterback for a couple years. They could figure it out. This just reminded me of Jimmy G. Jimmy G had great stats there too, and they kind of didn't know. And then a couple years,
I think it's a little better version of Jimmy G, but I think very similar.
Yeah, like a couple years went by, and Jimmy G had good stats, and we were all like, "Oh, that's just Jimmy G. He'll just do that." But he's not a great quarterback.
Niners also clinched the number 1 seed with the Eagles' loss and their victory there, so he'll be at home for the playoffs. The road to the Super Bowl will go through Santa Clara.
Oh, that's a pretty tough spot to win. Ask Packer fans.
Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill is the first player in NFL history to have multiple 1,700-yard receiving years. He's now done it in back-to-back seasons. Can we safely say the Chiefs messed up?
Yeah, that's Chiefs lead the league in drops, and Tyreek Hill's doing this stuff back-to-back years. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it wasn't all Tyreek Hill, but it was mainly Tyreek Hill.
I mean, Tyreek Hill is their MVP right now if they have him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The offense just has never been the same. Last year's offense was really good, but it relied on Juju Smith-Schuster, and it was a little slower moving. It was still almost as unstoppable, but there's nothing like that Tyreek Hill offense.
No, that was just different. And then I think now they would have needed him more because now Kelsey's not quite the same.
Right.
And their wideouts suck besides Rashee Rice. He would be the best player on their team.
What was taken from us,
Mahomes,
yes. What was taken from us was the fact that Tyreek Hill and Mahomes would have been the greatest duo ever. Like, I'm convinced.
Yeah.
They would have been unstoppable.
They would have been up there with the Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison, Brady, and all those guys. Yeah, but for whatever reason they traded him in his prime to another team who uses him very well.
So. Yeah. Report out of New England per NFL Network that if the Patriots and Bill Belichick part ways, which we all assume is going to happen here, in countdown one more week with Bill Belichick in New England. If that happens, NFL Network is reporting that Josh Daniels or Brian Flores are the likely candidates for the job.
Josh McDaniels coming back to the league. If I see this guy be a head coach
as a
one
head
more time,
coach,
what do people need to see?
I don't know. If he's trying to act like Bill Belichick away from Foxborough, imagine his impression in the same locker room, in the same office. He's going to wear Bill's pants.
I think it's time to just move on from this era. Just start
fresh.
new.
Yeah, you need a total fresh start. You need everyone new. You need, literally every part of the coaching staff.
If they move on.
Wipe it out.
Yeah. If they move on, then yeah.
Honestly,
sure.
You need it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. The NFC East now. If the Cowboys win next week, they win the NFC East, and that will mark the 18th consecutive year in which a team has not gone back-to-back. Is this an impressive streak or just the most fluky streak of all time?
No, it's just it's always been a good division. I don't think this is a knock on it. I think it's just so just so competitive. Yeah, it's impressive though that it's so competitive that no one ever repeats. And I think new head coaches for the teams who don't, like next year's Washington Commanders head coach, he'll use this stat. Look, no one ever as a positive thing. We could come here this year and win the whole thing.
Right. It's got a little chill.
By Washington head coach.
No, it's cold in here.
Oh, I was like,
sorry.
Washington football, baby.
Last thing here is actually some bad news for that Dolphins team. Outside linebacker Bradley Chubb suffered a season-ending ACL injury against Baltimore. Insult to injury there as they lose their top pass rusher after losing their other top pass rusher after losing, I think, an offensive lineman. It was just a rough day.
J.M. Phillips and Bradley Chubb in 3 weeks is tough.
Yeah.
They're both having career seasons. It's tough.
Yeah, Dolphins going into the playoffs they can go the AFC Championship or they can be a one and done. I have no idea what we're going to get from them.
And they're pretty beat up, dude.
Yeah. That's it for the news. I want to do something real quick. The NFL, I have an updated NFL draft order, and I want you to give me just your gut feeling of the top 3 picks, how it's going to go.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Number 1 overall, like I said, is Chicago Bears. Gut feeling right now in January 1st.
I don't know who.
Hold on. We are about 4 months from the draft.
Okay. I don't know who, but that's Caleb Williams.
Okay. What do you mean you don't know who?
I know which team's going to pick him.
Oh, gotcha.
But Caleb Williams is right.
He's in that slot no matter what. Okay.
Yes.
Number 2, Washington Commanders.
Drake May.
Okay.
Or number 2 quarterback if they, whatever. A quarterback, but Drake May for sure.
Number 3, New England Patriots.
Caleb Williams. Not Caleb. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, wide receiver.
Or, in that spot, could be the Patriots trading back, whatever, but he will be taken right there.
Tough break, Marvin.
I hope you enjoyed Josh McDaniels if he gets that. God, dude.
Number 4, with their win over the Eagles, they now move out of that slot into the 4th slot. That's the Arizona Cardinals. What are they doing?
They could do a lot. They need a lot. That's kind of team that would trade up, I think.
Yeah.
If they were to trade Kyler, get the ammo from the trade with Kyler Murray to move up to 2 or to 3, whatever.
And then the last one here, number 5, actually, let's do that, is the New York Giants. What do you do in New York?
Oh, they said Daniel Jones is the guy. So, best available. I know there's some pretty good linemen coming out. Probably get linemen, but look, man, there's 2 good quarterbacks in this draft, and you don't really have a good one.
There's good quarterbacks. There's a couple of good tackles up top, and there's a couple of pass rushers.
Yeah. So
you need all of it.
You need a lot of things. But
you got Andrew Thomas.
But don't worry, you have DeVito and his ridiculous agent. Wonder what he's doing right now.
Who we're not convinced still he's a real person.
No. Him and the Chargers fan, that Asian lady, they're in cahoots. They have
Thank you for not saying Chinese lady. Because you've been saying Chinese lady, and we have no idea what ethnicity she is.
In the spirit of the new year, I've decided to be less racist.
One of my New Year's resolutions.
Just not call
every... say racist things.
Let's call yeah.
That's a great resolution.
Yeah, don't be racist.
You should run with that.
How about let's all just strive to not be racist?
Yeah, 2024, that's going to be a good one. Election year,
don't be racist.
Yep.
What a time of year to not be racist.
You're talking about like presidents and everyone?
Yeah, even the presidents. Don't be racist.
Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to get into Ball Don't Lie for Week 17. Okay, we are back with Ball Don't Lie. Before we get to Ball Don't Lie real quick, we touched on Kyler Murray, and I wanted to look into something.
Okay.
I looked up his dead cap because you mentioned in a show prior how it's a pretty untradeable contract. And then you had maybe a quarterback go in there, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I looked up the dead cap. It's $81 million if he's traded next year. They have to eat $81 million. The year after, it's $33 million.
That's more palatable than $81 million.
So my question is this. Do you take a blue-chip type player, tackle, whatever, or do you trade back in anticipation of, the reset is actually the year after in 2025? Interesting, right?
That stuff I would do. I'd still take Drake May. I would just have both of them.
Yeah, why not?
And then like Drake May, you just sit for 1 year. Kyler Murray will trade you after next year, and Drake May, this will be your team.
Right.
I think it's so hard to get quarterback nowadays. I wouldn't risk another year of waiting. Like if they really love Drake May or someone or one of these guys, I wouldn't wait 1 year because look what waiting can do for you. I would take both of them.
Yeah, if you like them, take them.
Yeah, you like them, take them. Don't let anyone else tell you that's dumb. It's a quarterback. It's very hard to get a quarterback. If you like one, get him.
Also, real quick to add on to the news, this happened over the weekend. I don't want it to go under the radar with us because I think it's going to really, really matter come this offseason. ESPN reported, I think it was Adam Schefter, that Jim Harbaugh, coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
We're playing tonight against Bama.
Yep. Who you got in that
one? Michigan.
Go Wolverines.
Go Wolverines.
McCarthy.
Big
McCarthy guys.
And big Harbaugh guy.
Yes. Anyway, Harbaugh, in anticipation of this big game, hired an agent that could possibly usher him to the NFL. An agent known for navigating...
having deep NFL ties.
NFL ties, yeah.
I think... This is what I think happens. They win the whole thing this year because Michigan's very good. They win the whole thing this year, and he says, I did what I did for my alma mater.
Yep.
I came here. I did what I said I was going to do. I brought him a national championship. Now I'm out. I'm going to go join an NFL team, Bears or Chargers or whatever. And that's why he hired this guy. And if they lose, he says, I tried to do what I wanted to do, and I'm still going to leave. I think either way, he's gone. He's not going to be in Michigan head coach next year.
Yeah, he's probably done with it.
Yeah.
Done with that. I want to see him in Chicago.
That'd be dope. Yeah, him, Justin Fields.
His other alma mater.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, that is now the news. Let's get into Ball Don't Lie for week number 17. All right, week number 17, looking back now, Ball Don't Lie, there's a couple of huge games, huge implications, big decisions, not only going to the playoffs being made, but also going into people's off-season programs, off-season big decisions having been made. And so it's time to start making decisions. It's time for not only us to look at these games and say, Ball Don't Lie, we see this, but some of these GMs now, there's no more time. It's time to make a decision on coaches.
Absolutely.
It's time to make a decision on quarterbacks, going to the playoffs. So take it away. Bottom line, what you got?
Bottom line, this is what everyone was talking about this weekend. Bottom line, the Lions got absolutely robbed on Saturday night.
Yes.
Okay, so they lost 20 to 19.
Did they?
They were down by 7 with 2 minutes left. They drove down the field with the Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown, right? It's 2019. Dan Campbell says, let's go for 2. He already had a play ready to go. They did the play. It was a trick play where they had 2 extra linemen. Or no, 1 extra lineman. 1 was reported eligible. He snuck out to the flat left side, caught the game-winning 2-point, game over.
Nice catch.
Lions win. Yeah. Contested catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's a flag on the play for illegal touching. There's 2 sides to this whole thing. We got kind of afterwards what happened. Apparently, Dan Campbell, prior to the game, took the ref.
Something Allen, right?
Brad Allen. Yeah, there you go. Brad Allen took him aside and literally told him about this play. This play where there's a lineman who's eligible and who could leak out. Okay?
Right.
So apparently he's been told. Then the play happens. There's 8 angles of both linemen going to the referee and telling them, I'm eligible. They only reported 1 lineman eligible. Not the one who caught the pass, the other one. So it all happens. Flag on the play, illegal touching. The world, it's a panic because I never seen Dan Campbell that mad. A big guy that mad kind of scares me. So they lost on a play that should have been counted as a 2-point conversion touchdown or whatever. Right. And Lions would have won and not had to fight for a number 2 seed now. Right. They got completely robbed. I don't care what the NFL even knew because after they said these refs will not do any playoff games. They knew that they effed up, and now the Lions are just sitting here with this big fat L that they don't deserve. Yeah, they got absolutely robbed, and the Cowboys fans are just quiet as can be right now because they know they just stole this shit from the Lions.
You lost that game.
Yeah, Cowboys, you lost that game. Yeah, but because of a ref who hates the Lions, I said earlier that ref when he's reffing the Lions are 0-6. So that's not a little thing. That's a thing.
So we need to look into this, man.
So I think under the white hat, he has a purple Vikings hat on. That's why he never takes off his hat. But yeah, bottom line, Lions got absolutely robbed. 1,000% robbed.
Yeah. I'll start here. On Friday, we asked the question, can this Lions defense hold up with a Super Bowl caliber offense? They did.
Played very well.
It's a shame that they didn't get rewarded for that. Mm-hmm. It's a shame they didn't get that victory. It's a shame they don't have a path to a number 1 overall seed. They played that well, and they deserve to win. And it just sucks for everyone involved. Honestly, if you're a Cowboy fan, it should suck for you too. Yeah, that should make you feel sick. Like we got the win, but it feels kind of cheap
because the ref messed up. That's why we got the win.
The ref literally gave it away. The Lions just make the big titanium knick-knack move, go for the win, get the win, and it's just taken from him. Just there's no other way to put it. Yeah, everyone gets it. I was looking into this. I was thinking about going this direction too. But did you know that the NFL of the 4 major sporting leagues in the USA are the only league without full-time referees? Even though they make about $8.6 billion more than the next league.
So they can't afford it, or they don't want to afford it.
Why are there not full-time referees?
I don't know. Refereeing has been bad this year, just in general.
It's been it's been terrible.
And I think this is just now this is going to be the cherry on top for this year. Like this is what happens when you have no full-time refs. Yeah. This is what happens. You could make teams lose games that they should not have lost.
We're still dealing with the catch or no catch thing.
Yep.
I feel like that's been my whole life.
Yep.
Yesterday we had another instance of the fumble through the end zone is a touchback or is a turnover touchback, which is a little harsh.
Yep.
And then this now for the second time this year.
And then, of course, you have the roughing the passer. What is roughing the passer? What is not?
You have these guys getting flagged for hits that are sometimes just shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to chest, and the head leaks back.
It's almost like, I get you're trying to protect people, and so that's a fine line. But you're overstepping. Like we should not be talking. It sucks that after that great game, we're here talking about a referee decision at the end of it.
Yep.
We're not talking about that defense. We're not talking about what Cam Sutton did. We're not talking about the huge game CeeDee Lamb had.
Or like how Goff before that wasn't really playing a great game, but was able to make up for it.
Nope, I'm not talking about any of it. We're talking about how Brad Allen screwed the game up for everyone.
Yep.
And how the Lions now, their whole season's affected.
Yep,
like,
absolutely.
This kind of mistakes, if you make, like, this is a mistake that will cost people money.
Yeah.
That could cost people their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You make this kind of mistake in the real world, you lose your job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we need more accountability. They need to be full-time. We need more training, like everything.
We need Ed Hockley back. Where is that guy at?
Yeah, seriously.
He was the man. No one was messing with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, bottom line, the Lions got absolutely robbed, man. That sucks.
Pulling for your Lions in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I want to see you redeem yourself.
And screw you, Brad Allen.
I love what who said it. I think it was Hutchinson or one of the Lions defenders said, "Forget it. I want to beat them in the playoffs anyway." Love it. Go get them.
There you
go. Okay, ball don't lie here. This is a hard one for me. I'm gonna start off here. Rip off the Band-Aid. Ball don't lie. The Eagles are officially broken.
Oh.
Let me take you back to a time just 28 days ago. It's less than a month.
Yeah.
28 days ago, the Eagles were 10-1. Jalen Hurts was the clear MVP favorite. We had the number 1 rush defense in the NFL, the number 6 overall defense in the NFL, the number 4 passing offense, and the number 4 rushing offense.
It's pretty good.
I mean, 10-1.
Yep.
Riding high. We're going back to the Super Bowl. 28 days have changed everything. We now sit at 11-5.
28 days later.
Yep. The last 4 games we're 1-4. And just everything's falling apart. The players are mad at each other. The coaching staff's mad at each other. The A.J. Brown is going full wide receiver diva in the after game interviews. It's just really, really bad in Philly right now. And yesterday was a new low with the loss to the 3-win Arizona Cardinals, making that offense look like the greatest show on turf.
Okay, as an outsider,
yeah,
I don't believe in this team win a Super Bowl at all. 0%.
As an insider, it's hard to believe that as well. So, yeah you're not alone there. Yesterday against the high-fly, well-known offense, the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray threw for 230 yards, 3 touchdowns. Connor, on the what was once the number 1 rush defense, James Conner ran for 128 yards on 26 carries and a touchdown. Over 450 yards of total offense. This defense is completely broken. I don't know if the Niners broke it. I don't know if the Cowboys broke it. I don't know if it's been broken from the inside by Mr. Patricia himself. But this defense is almost a rebuild next year.
Yeah.
Like Bradbury gone, Slay gone, Byard gone.
Linebackers gone. Please leave.
All these guys gone. They kept the wrong people this offseason. They kept Bradbury over C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They kept, I hate to say it, a Brandon Graham, a Fletcher Cox over Edwards, who went to the went to the Bears, and now I think leads the league in tackles.
Having a great season over there.
Howie made the wrong decisions this offseason. And in the offseason, they looked like the right decisions. So, like, they're good, aggressive, like, I want to win decisions. They were just the wrong ones. Fell in love with our vets, and it's costing us now. We're running out of gas here, and we are just backpedaling.
You're the 5th seed now.
We're backpedaling to the playoffs. Yeah. Yesterday's loss cost them dearly. It cost them a shot at the number 1 overall seed. It's most likely going to cost them the division. And it'll most likely lock them into the 5th seed, I believe, meaning they would play either the Saints or Bucks, whoever comes out of that division. And it's just not where the Eagles thought they'd be. They're broken. I mean, losing to the Cardinals, don't give me some kind of – I don't want them to see them favored against the Bucks if you're losing to the Cardinals.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
or whoever they play in the first round playoffs.
Yeah, there's so many things that when you watch them, you're like, what's not working here? You have the quarterback, you have the lineman, you have the D-line, you have the what appeared to be talented secondary, and it's just not working, or at the same time, or it's just kind of. And then I don't know a lot about Hurts, but like every offensive play, there's like oh, we have to do this. There's no creativity. There's no they don't seem excited to play football right now, which is why you're not winning.
Yeah, I mean the epitome of what's been happening this year is just. I mean, the play calling is just terrible. Brian Johnson, if he gets interviewed for another head coaching job, I'd be so like, you're just a stupid team.
Run some basic Madden plays, man.
Yeah, I mean, on a drive where we needed to win, he ran back-to-back quarterback draws and I think a sweep or
it was
a screen
to Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenny Gainwell.
Not AJ Brown. Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith got hurt, by the way.
Even Goddard would have done something with it.
DeAndre Swift.
Maybe DeAndre Swift. He's pretty fucking talented.
No, let's go to Kenny Gainwell. It's a mess there. There's no rhythm. There's no creativity. There's no one making tough decisions. Hey, I know Kenny Gainwell is a favorite of the GM and a favorite of the coach, but let's maybe not go to him with the game on the line. Let's maybe not go to Quez Watkins with the game on the line. These decisions that just keep getting made, you need someone. I think you need like a hard ass in there.
Yep.
You need someone who's going to shake things up.
And this would be where you would think Nick Sirianni would be. He'd be the guy who's in between the front office and the players, kind of making it all work.
Yeah.
Making the vision work for both sides. But there's no one. For all these vets, I don't really see like a leader saying like, this shit's got to stop right now. We're falling behind. We're not what a waste of a season if they don't win a playoff game.
Oh yeah. I mean, the offensive line has the vets, but they're offensive linemen. They're not like schematically involved in the running of the offense. You know what I'm saying? They're just, as far as like the creation of a game plan.
Yeah.
They're more just, they're a good elite group and they do what they do. But as far as like in the room with Brian Johnson, Jalen Hurts, Sirianni, you don't have Jason Kelce in there.
Yeah.
In that same room coming up with a game plan.
Yeah, people get on Jalen Hurts for not being screaming, yelling at guys. Some guys aren't like that.
And honestly, I would hate that right now.
I remember Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl champ, not being like that. I remember there's guys who've been good in this league.
I'm okay with that.
Who haven't been screaming, yelling. They get mad at him, but all that being said, they need someone here to just be the grown up in the room. Like, hey, guys, we're done.
And let's face it, we lost maybe the best head coaching hire this offseason in Shane Steichen.
Yeah.
Like, he was obviously a big deal to what we were doing. He's changed that Colts offense, made it work with Gardner Minshew and Zach Moss at times. So we obviously lost something really good in Steichen. And even Jonathan Gannon. The defense was much better last year.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to Super Bowl teams. You get stripped.
Yep.
And we lost both coordinators. And we did not pivot well. No.
The pivots have been bad. The changing defensive coordinators seems to have done nothing to this whole defense.
No.
It's a sinking ship, and it's gonna at this point I have no faith in that they're gonna get far, let alone win a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they still have a very talented roster.
Yeah.
So maybe they eke out a win or two, but they're not beating the Niners in Santa Clara.
No, they're not beating the Cowboys.
They're not beating the Cowboys.
No.
Not beating the Lions. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not going to beat these teams because they're going to be outcoached on each and every level.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's time to accept they're broken. There's no more, because every week it's been, well, let's maybe next week they'll put it together. Yep. Maybe next week they'll fix it. Maybe next week we'll see the version of the Eagles that we know is in there.
But this is rock bottom.
They're just not there.
Cardinals law.
Yep. We got
ball don't lie. I'm gonna be Captain Obvious here. Ball don't lie. The Ravens are gonna win the whole damn thing. Ravens have clinched the top seed in the AFC. Record is 13-3. First time they've been the number one seed since 2019. The Ravens have now 8 wins by 14 points or more, all of which are against teams who are above 500.
Yep.
Dolphins, Texans, Browns, Lions, Seahawks, Bengals, Jaguars, 49ers. All of those teams are in the playoffs, by the way. No team in history has more than 5. They have 8. That should okay. And Lamar Jackson, front runner MVP, already 24 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, 7 picks, 5 rushing touchdowns, and 821 rushing yards. I'm gonna list you all the things this team is top 10 in stats wise, and then let's see all things that they're top 5 in.
Why not?
I'll do top 5. Top 5 offensively: points per game, yards per game, points per play, yards per play, third down, and touchdowns per game. Defensively, they're top 5 in points allowed, yards allowed, points per play, yards per play, third down, fourth down, red zone, and touchdowns per game. I don't know if there's a team who's even close to this Ravens team. They are the best team in the AFC. No one in the AFC is going to challenge them. Nobody. 0 teams. The Bills, no. Chiefs, no.
I got one dark horse for that.
In the AFC?
Yeah.
You can say Bills?
Browns.
Good luck, Browns. The best of luck to you guys, because just watching him play yesterday, and that absolutely smoked the hell
Yeah.
out of the Miami Dolphins, who are a different story now. We asked a question on Friday. They did not answer that well.
19 points.
19 points to 56 points is not very good. No, but bottom line, the Ravens team are going to win. They're just going to win the whole thing. It's just so clear.
Yeah, let's take a broader look at this for a second. Let's go back to last offseason.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, that whole saga, that whole drama.
Yep.
Is he worth it? Is he even a quarterback? Is he a running back? I think this week on a radio show, probably some old white, let's be honest, said
I thought we agreed not to be racist in 2020.
it's not racist calling him what he is. He's old.
You're
and
right.
He's white.
Okay.
Says that he shouldn't be the MVP because he's not quarterbacky enough.
What? That is the most racist thing. He said quarterbacky.
He's not quarterbacky enough.
I guarantee you, who's quarterbacky? You know who's quarterbacky? Mac Jones. He's quarterbacky. You know who's quarterbacky?
I mean, this
Mason
guy.
Rudolph.
But that was that for the haters this offseason.
What a stupid comment.
Getting that contract, that was the concern. Here he is now. MVP wrapped up. Number 1 overall seed wrapped up. Clearly best team in the league wrapped up. Lamar Jackson.
Also,
We're all playing for second place here.
This team has lost a bunch of guys. Marlon Humphrey was in and out of that game yesterday.
Yeah.
Top running back gone. Mark Andrews, their best receiving option, been gone. Stanley been in and out all year. Safety's been in and out, and they're still 13-3. That's why I have so much faith in them, because even if they get hurt, they still have elite depth or still have the next man up kind of a approach where Isaiah Likely now is balling out in place of an all-pro tight end. There's no weak points. They have 0 weak points.
Yeah, they're making it work with Zay Likely, with Justice Hill.
Zay Flowers, a rookie.
Zay Flowers really stepping up for them.
Yeah.
OBJ getting some big catches.
Getting what is left of I can't say his name right. Clowney.
Oh, yeah.
Say his name for me.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Clowney. Oh, whatever. Career year at his 9th year.
He finally came through.
And then best linebacker duo in the game, Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith, who had a phenomenal one-headed pick. Did you see that?
Yes.
Linebacker should not be able to make that catch. Good for him. Good for the shout out to the Bears for trading him away for whatever they did.
Man,
that's tough.
What a piece he'd be for the Bears right now.
Yeah, he's
in the middle of that defense with Jalen Johnson and Montez Sweat. It would have been nice to have a Roquan Smith there.
Yeah. But either way, Ravens capitalized, as all good teams do, capitalize on other teams' mistakes, and now they're the number 1 seed, by far the best team, and my favorite and my pick for the Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be so. I don't know who's beating them. Because I said sarcastically the Browns. I think the Browns are most likely to give them a good fight because they're divisional. It's like when you fight your brother. Yeah. Even though I would destroy.
If I were to fight you, I think you would think I wouldn't win.
I knew that was coming. I'm talking about my other brothers, not
no.
You.
If I were to fight you, you think you'd beat me, but I think I would beat you. That's where we differ here.
You really think you'd beat me in a fight?
I think if given the right motivation, I would put up a pretty good fight. I word that very carefully, but I think I'd put up a very good fight. I'm going for your nads, dude. I'm just telling you that. Pause. I'm fighting dirty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gouging eyes and smacking balls.
I think I'm just choking you out in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. I'll get you in a reverse arm bar.
I'm choking you out in the first 10 seconds, and then as your lifeless body is sitting there, I'm just slapping you.
Let me die.
Well, I'm doing a selfie video.
Say it to mom. This is your favorite?
Back to the Ravens.
Okay.
I don't know who's beating them. They're just if they win a Super Bowl and cap off this season with the Super Bowl, it's the greatest season I've ever seen a quarterback have. Close to the greatest season I've ever seen a quarterback have.
Close, but
top contract for a quarterback. MVP. Best team.
This is the return on investment that most quarterbacks who get paid never give you.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson having the best year of his career after he got paid the big bucks. That boy stands on business, and he's just this team. There's no argument against them. I just love this team.
He is in fact quarterbacky enough.
Quarterbacky. What a piece of shit for saying he's not quarterback. What does that mean?
I knew you'd like that one.
What a moron.
Let's move on here. Ball don't lie. Last one I have for today. The Bears should keep Justin Fields. And I'm here now. I've gone through the journey. At times I wasn't sure. I think they should. I don't think they will. I think they should.
Clear distinction there, yeah.
Yeah. I think they should keep Justin Fields. I think they should use that number overall pick to turn into the best tackle this year and a first-round pick next year. I think that's what they should do with the pick. In the last 5 games, Justin Fields, by the way, the team's 4-1 in the last 5 games. 7 total touchdowns, 1,000 yards passing, 300 yards rushing. His only loss was a 3-point loss to the Browns, which we think the world of.
Yeah.
In Cleveland.
Yep.
Very impressive here, football from Justin Fields. No one's really talking about them because they're not playoff contention, anything like that.
Bears could have won that Browns game. That was just Mooney dropping the Hail Mary catch.
Right.
Yeah.
Bears very impressive last 5 weeks. Justin Fields playing winning football. If you get that kind of defense with this kind of, he made some plays yesterday where that were just special.
He has those plays where like this guy is. You think he's the best athlete on the field right now?
I'm telling you, I know you think this is a little much, and I don't think he's this guy right now. But I think he has a Josh Allen type ceiling where he's just a gamer. He just does things out of sheer will and talent.
Well, my theory, my plan, if I were to keep Fields, I would draft Marvin Harrison Jr., just collecting phenomenal.
Number 1 overall?
A phenomenal. No, I trade back like 1 or 2. I trade back who's 3? Who we just said. I'm blanking out. But one of those teams in the top 3 or top 4 get Marvin Harrison Jr. and have DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kmet, a bunch of okay running backs, and just be the Eagles.
I don't love that. I think you need so much more help in the trenches. I think you go get a tackle. You go get another defensive lineman.
Their line hasn't been as bad. It's been better this year.
Right, but it's still not good.
Oh,
I think you get a good O-line. You get blue chip players where it matters. Like you can go get receivers.
It's kind of like you're going the Bengals route when they picked Chase over, I think it was Sewell that year. Yeah, we went the sexy wideout over the lineman, but then now
one would say
look at the teams now.
They've never been able to get it right. The Bengals.
And the Lions are like just they're pretty good.
But now they're just going to lose.
I know this is the opposite of what I'm trying to say, but still, like I think their line's good enough to like if you would have put like there's a couple of nice free agents off season. I'd put a couple of one like those guys in there and just draft Harrison Jr. and have a nice wideout core for this guy to grow and take another step in the right direction. But
Justin Fields, I think they should keep him. I think every year you see an improvement. I'm looking at his last 3 years right now. Completion percentage up every single year. Not very much, but up every single year. His yards up every single year by good amounts. His average downfield throws, his touchdown interception ratio, his QBR, everything's trending up. He's getting better.
Yeah.
As the team around him is getting better. And that should tell you, like, keep building on this guy. He's going to do it. He's going to make those special plays. Paired with a good defense, with that rushing ability, you're going to be a tough team.
I do think they need a new head coach, though.
Yeah,
they need
Harbaugh.
They need an offensive, some guy who's going to bring a new life and energy. Eberflus has done phenomenally this year, even better than I thought he would. He fired the old DC, and now as he's taken over.
Where's that guy?
He's
Alan Williams.
Shout out to Alan Williams out there, man.
I'm looking
I'll
him
give
up
you
right now.
a bonus banana. Harbaugh there would be fantastic. I think he would take this team to a new level. Obviously, what he did for the Niners back in the day, he brought them back out of nothingness to what they were. What was that 2012 or 13? He'd be a phenomenal fit here. But I'm not sure I buy the head coach Eberflus. I think he's a good coordinator. I'm not sure he's a great head coach.
If they do move him, I think I'm sold. I want to see him. I want to see him with Sean Payton.
Oh, Justin Fields
in Denver. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just want to see him make it. I feel bad for the guy. Yeah. He's just. I mean, what else does he have to do? He's getting better.
I'll tell you what. I guarantee you, half the teams in the league will answer that phone call for Justin Fields. Yeah. People and all the guys who are anti-Fields, their teams would definitely be in on Justin Fields because he's a very talented quarterback.
Let me tell you something, Falcons fans. Let me tell you something, Broncos fans. Let's go on. Panther fans,
Steelers,
Titans. All you guys are calling on Justin Fields.
Yep.
Patriots. Mm-hmm. All you guys. I think a lot of people. I think if you had a shot at Caleb Williams, maybe you're not calling about Justin Fields. I'd think about it because I still just believe that these blue chip quarterbacks coming out of college are still wild cards. Look at Trevor Lawrence. You still don't know. And if you see a guy who can do it and has done it in the NFL, I still prefer that guy.
Yeah.
But you for sure are picking Justin Fields over anyone other than Caleb Williams. Drake May, those guys.
Yeah, I take Fields over Drake May right now, but no, I'm with you here. I'm on the Fields bandwagon now.
If you're the Commanders, would you trade that number 3 overall pick for Justin Fields?
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I'd pay him and then I'd trade him and then pay him.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I think they should keep him. Don't think they will, but yep. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to get into one more thing before we head out for the day.
Yep.
Bye. Sorry. Okay, we are back with some advice. Okay, it's January 1st, headed into this 2024 year, and I want to give you some facts about New Year's Day and some advice about it.
You're lecturing me right now.
I'm not.
Okay. You mean you like the
today's life online is. Okay. Looking back at New Year's first celebration dates back 4,000 years ago. I want to know this: is that the first time like they had a calendar, or were they just like nonchalant about New Year's Day before that?
No, they were just trying to be like, that's like post Christmas. We're like, we need another holiday. It's the New Year right now.
It's a little blurb on it. Julius Caesar, son of a.
Wow. Julius, what's up, Jay?
The Emperor of Rome was the first to declare January 1st a national holiday.
Shout out to Julius Caesar. He made a banger of a freaking holiday.
This is kind of cool. He named the month after Janus,
the
Roman god of doors and gates.
Wow. Shout out to all the carpenters out there.
Yep.
You have something named after you. It's New Year's Day.
Yep. 45% of Americans make New Year's resolutions. Top resolutions are to lose weight.
Yep.
I'm right there. To get organized. Is that one that you're going to make?
No.
No, me either. Probably should. To spend less and save more.
Spend less time with family. Spend less and save more?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And it's good general advice.
Yeah, general advice.
That's my new month's resolution every month, it feels like.
Save money. And then you see online sales.
And then to quit smoking.
Yeah, smoking literally causes cancer. So I'm on board with that one. It can literally give you cancer.
Don't smoke.
Don't smoke and don't be racist. Listen, that's my advice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Here's one I've never seen before. Be sure to eat your leafy greens today. Okay, here we go. Tradition says that the more leafy greens a person eats on January 1st will promote prosperity, and she'll experience a healthy incentive. No, what does it say? Basically, it's going to help your whole year if today you load up on the leafy greens.
What does it say about spaghetti?
Don't know.
Yeah, big positive vibe. I just ate spaghetti.
Oh, here we go. Tradition also says that legumes brings prosperity. So,
legumes.
Stock up on your legumes today.
Yeah, stock up on that one.
Yep. Many people rang in the new year last night with a bottle of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Americans drink close to 360 million glasses of champagne on New Year's Eve.
You a champagne guy? Only on occasion?
Yes, I do like champagne. Last night I was having a glass of champagne and just wasn't in the mood for it.
Just say no, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, champagne's nice.
I'm not a big champagne guy.
Really?
It tastes, unless it's in with some OJ, I'm not going to have it.
Close to 1 million people every year gather in New York City to see the ball drop. Is that something you're ever interested in doing?
Yes. Yes, if I was wanting to. No one ever wants to go with me.
Too many people, too cold, too much of an easy target for a...
Don't put that in the world.
Sorry, that's the way I think.
Sheesh. Having a good time out there. Just
Listen,
freezing their nads off.
It's a thing. You ever heard about the Mummers Parade in Philadelphia?
Absolutely.
No. Caught me so off guard. 10,000 participants step through City Hall and perform in unique costumes. The parade dates back to the mid-17th century. So shout out to all you guys there in Philadelphia today.
So they just go into a building and dressed up?
Yeah, they incorporate elements of Irish, German, English, Swedish, and European heritage. So basically all the white people. And many of you white people are all those people.
Yeah, don't be racist and don't... I want to see the first black guy to like be in there, just breaking tradition. That's the weirdest. Is it going there just as...
The parade itself is divided into 5 divisions. A comic division.
White.
Wench brigades.
Really
Women, right?
Trashy white people.
Oh. The fancy division.
Elite whites.
String bands. Old whites.
Old whites.
Old guy whites.
Yeah.
And the fancy bridges.
Bridges.
Is this something you're checking out if you're ever in Philly in the New Year's?
No. I don't think I passed the skin tone, the serotonin test.
Yeah. Moving on here.
A melatonin test. Not
There
serotonin.
it is. There it is.
Melatonin test.
What's serotonin? I know it's in that one John Mayer song.
Serotonin. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, last thing here. Go lock your cars right now.
Okay.
According to statistics from the National Insurance Crime Bureau, vehicles are stolen on New Year's Day more than any other holiday. In 2011, sorry, very old.
Over a decade old.
This is funny too. The 1994 Honda Accord was the most stolen car. Why are you stealing a 94 Accord?
The resale value, man.
Yeah, go lock your cars though. Especially now, man. All the smash and grab stuff. People just don't care.
Dude, there's videos.
They're just taking your stuff.
They'll go into the freaking. If they can go into Gucci and just steal Gucci stuff, you can go into your Honda Accord and steal stuff. Yeah. Last night, you had a little visit. We were on the road. I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah, why?
Because I had never been more relaxed for a police stop in my life.
Okay, yeah. So last night, we were driving home from work. Did not drink.
Not a single drop of alcohol. And any three of us were in the car. None of us had alcohol.
Me, Angel, my wife, in the car, going home from work. We got off work at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
So here we are at around 3 o'clock in the morning, headed down PCH, and I get lit up, right?
Woo!
Now, I feel like I was doing pretty good. I had the hot Cheetos going, I had the gum going, and I had the Celsius
to stay up.
Energy
level.
to stay awake.
Yeah.
But I did have a moment or two where I was, giving the shakes, but I was good. And so I did have like a swerve moment. So I got pulled over right away. I was going 80. Okay.
You animal.
Yeah. Cruise control set at 80. Okay. So I get pulled over. Yeah, I go off the freeway because I'm thinking I don't want to get by a drunk driver. It's New Year's Eve. I'm going off the freeway. So I take the exit. I think that pissed off the officer.
Pull over.
Yeah, and then I make a right and there's no shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh great, now he's really pissed.
Yeah.
And so he just started yelling at me on the
little microphone,
mic thing.
Yeah.
To pull over. So he comes up to the car. I put all the windows down. I put the keys on the dash because I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
Right. And I put my hands up here.
Yeah.
So listen.
Just so he knows where your hands are.
Listen, this is not a crime. Okay.
Yeah.
And so he comes up to the window and asks me to lower the back window. Sorry, it doesn't work. You can open the door if you want. It doesn't lower. I do what you want from me. He's like, yeah, it's hard when I can't see in the back seat. Okay.
I'm sorry that cars have doors.
Yeah. And then he says, which I laughed at later because I didn't mean to sound like a smartass. But he says, do you realize you're going 80? And I just looked at him and said, yes, I do.
Like, yeah, it's the freeway. It's 80.
Do you realize we're on the freeway?
Did you realize that it's nighttime?
Yeah, and then he asked for license and registration and all that thing. And my wallet was in the door pocket down low.
The little spot.
And I couldn't reach down there, so I said, hey, can I crack my door, grab my wallet? I cracked my door, grabbed my wallet. He saw something underneath my seat. I don't know what he thought he saw. But he said, whoa. What was underneath you there? And I said, I don't know. He's like, I saw a bag with white stuff in it.
Jeez. I'm watching Breaking Bad.
My guy thinks I'm just traveling around with a baggie full of cocaine underneath my seat.
Yeah.
It's like I saw some powder underneath your bag and what? And I said, you can open the door and check. We are not those people.
You got the wrong guy.
I'm just trying to get home and go to sleep.
You are not him. Yeah. God, this is the wrong guy. Yeah, then.
I told him we were going to work, told me he hadn't drank, all that
But
stuff.
no, like. So
he let me off. He didn't give me a...
He let you off. Nice guy. Even though he thought he was going to break a big case.
Yeah, he thought.
This is my break.
I'm putting myself on the map.
This guy's got some cocaine on the rest. All of them.
Yep.
No, so his partner, I was in the back seat. His partner, they asked us to lower all the windows just to show them I did nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I pull my phone and start watching TikToks just so he knows, like, I don't give a crap about you, buddy. I did nothing wrong. There's no alcohol. We did nothing wrong. And then looking in, like, bro, to me and your wife, just like saying, like, what are you doing? Like, why are there's people who are like robbing cars or something. You're pulling us over because he's sleepy.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
God forbid you go 80 miles per hour on the highway. God forbid.
Okay, I'll say this. Listen, we love cops. Our grandfather was a cop for many years. We love officers. We love the work you do.
Yeah.
It felt like a little much.
Yeah.
It felt like you were keeping me from my bed.
Yeah.
And you didn't need to.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, bye. Like, yeah, you didn't crack the big case, did you, Henderson?
Hey, listen, Henderson. Hope you got your big break last night.
Yeah.
Hope you busted some teenagers with some baggies of cocaine underneath their seat.
That's crazy.
But I was not your man.
Yeah. Shout out to the cops everywhere. Be nice to cops. Rule number 3. Don't be racist. Wait, what was the other one?
Don't be racist. What was the first one?
No, that was the first one. Don't be racist.
I forgot the other one.
Okay, let's do.
Be nice to cops.
Yeah.
Hide your cocaine in a better place than under your seat.
Let's just say be nice to cops.
Okay.
Don't be racist. Be nice to cops.
Yeah, I like it. That's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us. A happy New Year,
Happy
everyone.
New Year, everybody.
Hope you're out there right now just having a good time. It's a beautiful, chilly New Year's Day
in California,
in January in Cali. Yeah. It's probably snowing back east. So sorry about ya.
Losers.
We'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace. Bye.